So it is Thursday, finally, January 26th, and we are at Dallas, Texas, in Michael Cirillo's house.
Welcome, boys.
Which is only 20 minutes from NADA. So today we're going to talk about NADA. Why wouldn't we?
Well, I don't know. Why would we?
I don't know. we knew we had to record and start NADA the right way in Michael Cirillo's house. I have to say, not too often do we get to hang out in our fellow colleagues places because we're remote all the time.
I've been doing my show now for 10-something years, and you're number 2 that has ever been in the studio.
In the studio. Look at that. That's impressive. Yeah.
So,
well, it's a really nice studio. I want to. After we're done, I want to touch all the things and break some stuff.
like an interactive Pinterest post.
So I feel like it is.
The wood is from Home Depot.
So the first person, it was funny. I landed yesterday. First person I saw in the airport was Damon Lester. And you all picked me up. We'll show you some footage. But basically, these two jabrones picked me up at the airport. And as we're rolling out, I was like, yo, it's Damon.
Bro was like, forget it.
Look, I got a selfie already. yeah. But that's the best part about NADA. As people start to file in, you start to see all of the faces and names and people that you see on LinkedIn or at other shows. And the energy around that is always just invigorating. And it'll be interesting to see what Dallas does for NADA. I'm not sure yet.
It's like, for me, it's like class reunion vibes, right? Like seeing Damon at the airport, getting to connect with you guys, bring you into kind of like my environment here, know that it's in the same town, but like we're all converging on this area. I mean, just thousands of individuals. We're going to obviously meet new people. Networking is always a big part of NADA, but getting to reunite with people that you've known for so many years is always exciting.
Yeah, some people hesitate to place so much of the majority of a value of a conference on just the networking or the people. And I would say that it's actually the opposite, that we should place the majority of our priority in these events and these get-togethers, especially in auto, and an industry that needs to continue to bind together and understand the relational aspect of it and create community around the culture within auto. Actually, I would say that the majority of the importance of an event like this over a 4-day timeline is the connections, the networking, the relationships that you're building, because, there's going to be some deals signed and there's going to be, learning and things like that. But this is a moment. It's a moment in time, and relationships built in moments in time have a lot longer, life to them than just the signed deal or the new tech or the quick learning or the note in your session. And the things of those that are built on relationships will continue.
And they go further. That's one of the reasons we brought such a big team this year, is because we know how important it is, but we also know that out of the 25 or 30,000 people that are here, there's like 2 million that aren't here. And so if you go to asotonada.com and check it out, you'll see our entire, I just looked at actually the schedule on the flight here.
You're like,
I don't remember signing off on this. No, but I was really surprised that we have all the stuff on there. I thought it was just going to be the live streams. It's live streams, it's appearances, it's things we're emceeing, things we're hosting, and we're just going to try to bring you as much as we can of the relationships, of the conversations, so that you don't have to feel left out. And we even found Michael Cirillo.
I'm really excited about this for 2 reasons. You actually get to be here in person this time.
Yes.
Right? We kind of kicked it off last year. You were in studio. Oh. And also, it's crazy to me how fast time flies in that you have a 1-year-old.
Right. Yeah. It does not feel like a year ago. Well,
no,
it wasn't.
It wasn't. It was 10 and a half months or something like that.
Doesn't
but
feel
still,
like that.
It doesn't feel like that. This year has moved by. I mean, even just the last couple of years. And, what's interesting to me is even just auto, a lot of people are asking this questions, and, especially because I'm kind of a tech guy in the industry, is like, what's the tech? What's the thing? What's the theme going to be? And I'm seeing, for the 2010s, we saw themes in auto kind of take 2 and 3 year timelines, right? Like digital retailing had attribution had like a 2 or 3 year timeline. And we're starting to see themes in our industry start to go on fast, year to 6 month even timelines where it's like, oh, switch pivot, or like not even switch pivot, like need to have gone expert mode with that, move to the next thing, expert mode to that, move to the next thing. But I mean, we had the conversation yesterday on the podcast with Todd Caputo, and like his assertion that getting back to the basics right now, especially when things feel like they're just moving so quickly, where it's like from the tech side alone, we thought, 6-9 months ago, we were like, everyone's like GA4, right? And then everyone's like, GA4, what's the CDP, right?
Yeah.
And so these things are moving that quickly at that pace.
Right, we didn't even get the 1 year cycle in. Right. Usually it'd be GA4, and now we have like 18 months to really toss that around, start to implement, test, and try.
And that's just one segment of our industry, but like
that's a great example.
Seeing that happen in different segments, whether it be in service or in sales. But like the belly of all that is this training, getting the right people, committing the people to the organizations, and retaining people. Like if all of that happens, especially in a time where things are moving so quickly in a technology or process or the way that we're having to do business because of EVs or anything like that, if we're having to continually retrain new people on this, we are learning the training matrix for that as an industry. And then also, like, as we're learning, we're having to teach it. And so keeping people through all of those transitions is going to get your speed to whatever process or technology or product change comes to market, I think.
I think, too, what's important about that is, I've been seeing a lot of narrative about how right now what we're experiencing is perhaps one of this generation's greatest opportunities to build wealth in their lives. You go to something like NADA, you're in one of two camps. You get discouraged because you realize all the other people that are doing kind of the same thing as you. Or what I would really recommend is you get inspired by it because it's only ever about what you can do. Like take that inspiration, come back to your office, apply it to the context of your circumstances, and realize that the opportunity to build wealth is for you. And I'm excited for this kind of new class of... Like, I still think I'm the freshman in automotive. I kind of don't want to, maybe I'm in denial, but like...
Sophomore, junior.
Sophomore,
junior, somewhere it's that awkward period.
Yeah, but there's a new class coming up, and they're going to go through all of those cycles of like discouragement and am I building the right thing? You come to something like NADA to see what's possible and take it back and apply it, because this is to your point, a really interesting time period that we all get kind of a reset to build something amazing for ourselves.
I think taking that, right, we know if you're listening for the news and you're not getting the news today, NADA, this is such an important part of what we do as an industry, which is why we're talking about it. To pivot off of what you just said, I think this is a great time to encourage anyone, even if you're not at NADA or if you are at NADA, if you're in the freshman class or the junior or the senior class, wherever you find yourself, there's never been an easier time to find other people that you're like-minded and like-hearted with in the industry and just reach out to them and see how, even if there's not anything you can do together, I know that can be a lot of pressure. Hey, what can we do together, right? All of a sudden that's pressure, right? It's almost like when someone says, let me know if you need anything.
Right.
Well, you just put the pressure on me. I'm already overwhelmed.
Oxygen.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, but the point of it is, find the people that you are on the same wavelength with, whether you approach sales a certain way or tech a certain way, or even the customer experience, whatever it is, and just spend some time in their orbit. Spend some time if they're making social posts or paying attention to what they're doing, contribute. And then like the relationships that come out of that, like the reason we're all sitting here in this room right now is because we did that.
Right. Yeah. That's, I love that you pointed to that, because it's kind of this like I think we're even working this out as ourselves and like learning how we each come from different parts of the automotive ecosystem and different build phases of like, whether it be personal brand or belief or vision or whatever for the industry. And that like, as we circle the wagons of like similar things, it actually like builds our confidence in what we want to do,
so true.
Either individually or together.
Yep.
And I think that like for instance, 20 groups or cohorts or things like that have been that reality for so long in our industry. But because different people are taking different paths,
there's a flexibility to it that has
Yes,
never been there.
Exactly. And so I think finding those not just like gives you the opportunity to potentially look at someone who's gone before you, but also to say, oh yeah, I struggle in that way currently. But then also to like strengthen the resolve of whatever you're doing. I came from a single point of contact dealer, and it wasn't until I found other like-minded single point of contact dealerships or dealer groups that it was like, there was no doubt at that point. It was like, yep,
it's the way.
This is the way. This is the way for us, because like as we align with like-minded, and still always challenging, right? You always need to look to the things that might challenge you in unique ways. But I think that that's a really unique opportunity that people have to either watch through not being there and see, oh, that's a like-minded, like-hearted trajectory, or connect with those people and not just simply run to success, but run to success in the way that makes sense for your business, because we're in 50 states and hundreds of cities, thousands of cities, in different OEMs, in different industry partner verticals, and like just looking to someone else's success will never yield results.
So true. All right, we're getting ready to gear up to go to the show. Michael, first, tell people where they're going to find you. Where are they going to find you? How are they going to find you?
I'm going to be all over the floor. I'm doing interviews for the Dealer Playbook podcast. Obviously, I'm going to be connected with you guys at certain junctures. I've also seen the agenda, and I did the, so I'm excited to participate there. But yeah, I'm just going to be roaming around. I'm excited about just getting to roam around and sit and listen and learn and observe. Because, for me, that's exactly what you guys have both brought up. That's why I'm there. I want to take it all in and be inspired by it, and then just get to connect with so many people. So you're going to see me rolling around. You're probably, I'm the other black ball cap that's vertically challenged.
But you're taller than us in this set.
Yeah, look, Cirillo got taller than Paul and Kyle. How about that?
So our first live stream is going to be at noon. I'm going to be at the Auto Team America event today. Kyle's going to be at JD Power and the Automotive News Retail Forum. We're going to come back together at the end of the day to go watch some armadillo racing. We're so excited.
It's actually Cirillo. No.
Wow.
I graduated from a kangaroo pouch.
Yeah. And then, obviously, the ribbon cutting tomorrow morning. We will be live and live streaming from the ribbon cutting. So if you want to see what that's like, tune in. And then we're going to hit the show floor hard. And we're going to see if we can drag a little bit of ourselves home on Sunday, because we're going to run so hard. So thanks for being in the listening to the podcast, being in the community. Pay attention if you're not here. Learn something from NADA. Reach out to us. We want to be as open-handed and help you as much as possible. Bringing the show to you. And we'll see you in just a few hours in the noon live stream.